Stop. Don't skip this. Don't click away. Because if you're watching this, there's a chance you're tired. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally. You're exhausted from trying. Exhausted from hoping. Exhausted from giving everything you have and still feeling like you're standing in the exact same place. Maybe you're thinking about quitting. Quitting your dream. Quitting your business. Quitting the gym. Quitting school. Quitting the goal that once made your heart race with excitement. Because right now, it feels impossible. You look around and everyone else seems to be moving forward while you're stuck. You wonder if maybe they were born with something you don't have. More talent. More luck. More money. More opportunities. And the voice inside your head keeps whispering, maybe this just isn't for me. But before you make a decision that could change the rest of your life, I need you to stay until the end. Because what you're about to hear could be the reason you never give up again. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they quit too soon. Think about that. Every successful person you've ever admired has stood exactly where you are. Confused. Scared. Broken. Ready to walk away. The difference wasn't talent. It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't perfect timing. It was one simple decision. They refused to quit. Success doesn't ask whether you're gifted. Success asks, how many times are you willing to get back up? Because every dream comes with a price. And the currency is pain. Discipline. Patience. Sacrifice. Loneliness. Self-doubt. If you aren't willing to pay that price, someone else will. Here's something nobody tells you. The hardest part isn't starting. The hardest part is continuing when nothing is happening. When you've posted 100 videos and nobody watches. When you've applied for 200 jobs and nobody calls. When you've spent years learning a skill and still feel average. When you wake up every morning wondering if any of this is worth it. That's where champions are made. Not on the podium. Not in front of cameras. Not when people clap. Champions are made in silence. When nobody believes in them. When nobody is watching. When quitting would be easier than trying again. You have to understand something. Life will test your commitment before it rewards your effort. Read that again. Life will always ask, do you really want this? Not once. Not twice. But over and over again. Every setback. Every rejection. Every failure. Every sleepless night. Is life asking you one question? How badly do you want it? And every time you refuse to quit, you answer louder than words ever could. Right now, you might be one decision away from changing everything. The scary part? You'll never know if you quit today. Imagine planting a seed. Every day you water it. Week after week. Month after month. Nothing appears. No leaves. No branches. Nothing. Would you dig it up because you can't see progress? Of course not. Because growth starts underground. The same thing is happening in your life. Just because you can't see results doesn't mean results aren't coming. Every workout matters. Every book matters. Every failure matters. Every early morning. Every late night. Every sacrifice. You're building roots. And roots always come before fruit. Stop comparing your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. Social media has convinced people that success should happen overnight. It doesn't. What you don't see are the years of struggle. The nights they cried. The failures they never posted. The moments they almost gave up. You only see the highlight reel. Never compare your behind the scenes to someone else's best moments. Run your race at your pace. Listen carefully. Your dream doesn't require everyone to believe in you. It only requires you to believe in yourself long enough for your actions to prove everyone else wrong. People will laugh. People will doubt you. People will ignore you. Let them. Their opinion doesn't determine your future. Your consistency does. There will be days when motivation disappears. That's normal. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Anyone can work when they feel inspired. Winners work when they don't. The days you don't feel like showing up are the days that define your future. Because that's when most people quit. If you keep going, you've already separated yourself from the crowd. Remember this. Every successful person has a story they don't tell. A story of rejection, failure, embarrassment, fear. There were moments they questioned themselves. Moments they cried. Moments they wanted to disappear. But they kept moving. Not because they felt fearless, but because their dream mattered more than their fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is moving despite fear. Maybe today isn't your breakthrough. Maybe tomorrow isn't either. But what if next month is? What if next year changes your life forever? What if you're only one more attempt away? One more phone call. One more interview. One more video. One more workout. One more idea. One more decision. Wouldn't it be tragic to quit one step before everything changes? Pain is temporary. Regret can last forever. Years from now, you don't want to ask yourself, what if I had kept going? That question is heavier than failure. Because failure teaches. Regret haunts. Fail as many times as necessary. Just don't quit. Here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is responsible for your dream except you. Nobody owes you success. Nobody owes you opportunities. If you want a different life, you have to build it. Brick by brick. Day by day. Choice by choice. Excuse by excuse. Until one day, people call you lucky. Not realizing they never saw the years you spent earning that luck. Success isn't one giant leap. It's thousands of tiny decisions. Choosing to wake up. Choosing to learn. Choosing to improve. Choosing to continue. Choosing yourself. Again. And again. And again. Until quitting is no longer an option. There is someone watching your journey. Maybe your child. Maybe your younger sibling. Maybe a stranger you'll never meet. Your decision to keep going might inspire someone else not to give up. Never underestimate the ripple effect of your courage. If you've lost confidence, borrow hope. If you've lost hope, borrow discipline. If you've lost discipline, borrow routine. If you've lost everything, borrow one more day. Just promise yourself, I won't quit today. Tomorrow. Make the same promise again. That's how impossible dreams become reality. One day at a time. Look back for a moment. You've survived every difficult day that once convinced you life was over. Every heartbreak. Every rejection. Every disappointment. Every failure. And somehow, you're still here. Stronger. Wiser. More resilient. Why stop now? You've already proven you can survive hard things. Now prove you can conquer them. The version of yourself you've always imagined. The confident one. The disciplined one. The successful one. The fearless one. They're waiting for you. Not at the finish line, but on the other side of today's decision. The decision to keep going. Powerful ending. So before you quit, before you tell yourself you're not good enough, before you convince yourself your dream is impossible, remember this. The darkest hour comes before sunrise. The strongest diamonds are created under pressure. The tallest trees survive the strongest storms. And the greatest success stories almost ended because someone wanted to quit, but didn't. This is your moment. Not to be perfect. Not to have all the answers. Not to feel fearless. But simply to refuse to give up. Stand back up. Take one more step. Fight one more round. Believe one more time. Because your future is watching. Your dream is waiting. And one day, you'll look back at this moment with tears in your eyes. Grateful that you stayed until the end. Don't quit. Not today. Your story isn't over yet.